Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Today I got my 4 favorite plays in the NBA. We got playoff basketball. And what did I tell you guys in yesterday's video? When it comes to playoff basketball, we are the best on the internet at making correct picks. And I didn't lie. I did not lie yesterday, guys. This is what I sent out to everybody. And we literally, out of 9 plays I sent out on the VIP, we missed 1 play. One singular play. And that wasn't even in the NBA. That was in the MLB. Cash. It was ridiculous. This is always from the VIP. What you guys get, my game picks and my player picks, and everyone in the VIP just paid for like 2 months of their subscription in one singular day. That was ridiculous, guys. And it wasn't just the VIP who ate. It was also the exclusive best bet players who ate too. We went 2-0 on the best bets. This is personally my favorite plays of the day I sent out to you guys. Cash the Cavs on the -5.5. Cash the Knicks on the -5.5. And unfortunately on the free picks, that was the only place where we ended up missing. But guys, if you took them as straights, which I advise that you do, you still made profit because Brunson ended up cashing. That was very sweaty towards the end, but he did end up getting a ton in the first quarter. I would assume it was the only guy who missed. He needed one more bucket to see this out. Very unfortunate, but Jabari Smith got the job done. And this is also, I'm just previewing this for you guys. If you like the MLB, which I know that's not what we're talking about today, we're getting close to cashing one of these 6-mans. And this is a ridiculous strategy that we got rolling up. But that's enough about that. Let's get back over to the NBA and make sure you guys are in the community so you guys don't miss any plays like this. If you guys want to get in the community, it's 100% free. Hit the link down in the pinned comment and lock in. You get free Discord access to over 1,000 members. Post it up in the community. And the Discord just started, but 1,000 members into winnable. And you guys can get access to a chat, access to free picks, a bunch of other good stuff. And then obviously the VIP, if you want to get in there, make sure you connect your Discord to winnable. Now, let's get into the play for today. We got 4 picks, all 4 player props. If you guys want to see what I like for my game picks, make sure you guys are locked in on the community. But we're starting off with number 1. And it's going to be Paolo Banchero here on the over at 22.5 points. So if you guys watched that Hornets game, Hornets versus Magic on Friday night, you will have seen a transcendent version of Paolo Banchero. The guy that the media has been telling us finally showed out. The guy that the media has been telling us for so long that Paolo Banchero is, he finally showed it to us in that playoff game. When it mattered in the playoffs, he showed up. This is crazy. We have not seen this from Paolo in so long, but we are continuing to ride the wave here. It seems like the Magic have absolutely figured something out. They were clicking on all cylinders against a Hornets team who don't think of them as the 9 seed. Think of them as the top 5 team in the NBA in both offense and defense in 2026. That Hornets team was genuinely a top 5, maybe top 10 team in all of basketball, and the Magic just cooked them. It wasn't even close. Ran them out by like 30 points. And Paolo Banchero was a huge part of that. We were taking him here on the over at 22.5 points. He has greened this against the Detroit Pistons in 4 straight games. And there's a lot to talk about here. How did Paolo Banchero destroy the Hornets? How did the entire Orlando Magic team destroy the Hornets? They played more physical than them. The Hornets have Brandon Miller, who's pretty lean. LaMelo Ball, who's basically a twig. And Con Knipple, who's a rookie and is not that strong. Their only strong player really is Miles Bridges and Sion James, if I'm being straight up. The Hornets are not the strongest team. And Musa Diabate, but he's a big, so that doesn't really count. Their only strong players are those 3, and the entire Orlando Magic team is built different, especially Paolo Banchero. He is one of the strongest players in all of basketball, and he absolutely cooked the Hornets because he was strong. Now you might go, Bam, what are you talking about? Because the Pistons are one of the strongest teams in basketball, right? So of course, he's not going to match up as well against them. Well, I'm going to say the exact opposite. He's going to match up very well against them because he's cashed this in 4 straight games against them, averaging 27.5 points per game. And the reason why I think this is, reason why I know this is, honestly, is because the Pistons like to play bully ball as well. So the entire game is centered around playing that physical style of basketball. Paolo Banchero is able to get in there and just thrive. He is able to play the basketball he likes playing. And in this case, the Pistons are good, and they are not injured right now. I mean, Cade, hopefully there's no more dealing with injuries with him. Pistons are going to keep this one close. Magic are going to keep this one close. It's going to be a physical game. Give me Paolo Banchero more than 22.5 points. Now, moving into play number 2. We're going over to Neemias Queta here. This is going to be the first game, actually, which is Philly and Boston. And this one should be a blowout. Boston are favored by 12.5 right now. They are one of the strongest teams in all of basketball. And Neemias Queta is not going to have to face Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is once again not playing in this game. He's injured. So we're taking Neemias Queta more than 7.5 rebounds. Now, Neemias Queta has hit this in 57% of games this season. He's hit this in 70% of games in the last 10 games. And in the last 5 games, he's cooking, averaging 10 rebounds per game. In his last 2 games, 10 rebounds per game. Now, this matchup is even better for him because Joel Embiid is not there. This is such a lovely matchup because you're going up against the Philadelphia 76ers who have Maxey, who's very, very small, Edgecombe, who's very, very small, although he can jump, Oubre, who's very, very small, Paul George, who's very, very small, and Adem Bona, who's not that good at rebounding. Andre Drummond really is the only guy who can half rebound on this team. Neemias Queta is going to out-rebound the hell out of him. I could see Neemias Queta hitting this in the first 3 quarters with ease. So make sure you guys lock in this. It's play number 2, Neemias Queta more than 7.5 rebounds. Now, getting into play number 3, and we're going to wait for play number 4 because play number 4, I should have said this at the beginning of the video. Play number 4 is absolutely my favorite play of the day, and it's not even close. Play number 4, I feel like has a 99% chance of cashing. It's ridiculous. But play number 3 here, which I still love, it's Jordan Goodwin more than 8.5 points. Now, if you guys watched that game against the Warriors, you would have seen there was one man who was showing out. And it was Jalen Green, but there was another man who you didn't expect to who was showing out. And a man who got more points than Stephen Curry. And people don't want to talk about it. It was Jordan Goodwin, bro. And Jordan Goodwin absolutely fried them. 19 points up against the Warriors. And all he needs tonight is 9? Are we serious? Yeah, it's a difficult matchup. It's the most difficult matchup in all basketball. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder. But he's hit this in 4 straight games against them, going for 26 points earlier in January. This is not a matchup that Goodwin has notoriously struggled against. And it will go to the Suns' benefit if the OKC Thunder absolutely blow the wheels off of them. Because if the Thunder, who are right now 15-point favorites, end up winning this game and it's not close, what's going to happen? Who's going to get the minutes? It's not going to be Jalen Green. It's not going to be Devin Booker. It's going to be your guy, Jordan Goodwin. Jordan Goodwin's going to go in there and he's going to get a lot of garbage time minutes if this game goes into garbage time. And even if it doesn't, he's slated to start for this team. He is the number 3 option right now. And he got 19 points against the Warriors in a game that honestly was kind of a blowout too in favor of the Suns. So, as long as the Suns can really just play the same game that they did last time, which they will play a very similar game because that worked very, very well. And it has worked against them in the past, it has worked against the Thunder in the past, letting Jordan Goodwin thrive. We like him here over 8.5 points. This is a very, very valuable spot. Now, before we get into play number 4, which is my favorite play of the day, I got to talk about one thing, which is the most valuable thing you guys can do, and that is signing up for new apps. In this case, Underdog Fantasy is one of the best apps to sign up for. I use Underdog Fantasy every single day. It's one of the most profitable apps that there is right now because they're paying more for every single flip. Don't even worry about the money they're giving you. For some of you guys, $50 is a drop in the bucket. For some of you guys, $50 is an insane amount. The important thing is this thing in the bottom right. Same apps, better payouts forever. They are giving you guys 3.5x for 2-mans. It's nutty. It's absolutely nutty. And they're giving you a free pick too. Right now, it's not Jokic because Jokic isn't playing today, but it's going to be whoever's playing today. They're giving you a free pick for him. So if you guys sign up on Underdog with code BAM, you play your first $5, you get $50. You get a free pick as well. It'll probably be a guy like Jaylen Brown or whatever. And then you also get this, where every single time you play a 2-man, you're not getting a 3x. You're getting a 3.5x. Every single time you play a 3-man, you're not getting a 6x. You're getting a 6.5x. This is insane. Lock in, get on Underdog, and use code BAM when you sign up. If you guys are already on Underdog, go ahead and lock in on Novig. If you're already on Underdog, just do this. Novig is doing the exact same thing. You play $5, you get $50. So in the next 10 minutes, you could seriously have an extra $100 in your sports betting accounts. And what does it take you? It takes you 10 minutes of time, and it takes you $10 depositing into each app. And that's just depositing. That's not spending money to get the app. You're literally depositing so you can use that money to make more money. If you guys are on any sports betting apps right now, which I'm sure you are, and you're not on these two, what are you doing? Get the free money that they're giving you. Don't be lazy. Novig is available in all of these blue states, so make sure you guys are locked in. Now, let's move into play number 4, which is, like I said before, my favorite play of the day. I'm recording this at around 11 p.m. the night before, so that is subject to change. But it's Dylan Harper, guys. You all who already have watched this channel before already know this one. You already predicted it. But it's Dylan Harper. My boy Dylan Harper. For some reason, they got his line down at 8.5. I don't know if they think he's a rookie, so he's not going to play up to playoff standard. That ain't true. I don't know what they're thinking right now. And yeah, maybe they're thinking because back in November, he wasn't able to hit against the Portland Trailblazers. This is a different Dylan Harper. Check him back in April. 13 points up against the same defense. And we love Dylan Harper here to get 9 points. Are you serious right now? He's hit this in 10 straight games. He's hitting this in 85% of games in his last 20 games. He's hitting this at a 70% rate this season. Almost 50 times he's gotten 9 or more points. Now, why is this line so low? You tell me. I still haven't figured it out, and I've been looking at this prop for 20 minutes now. The reason we like Dylan Harper even more than just all these green bars and this insane amount of numbers, it's this. The Spurs are 10.5 point favorites. When the Spurs go up by 10 points, if that does end up happening, which typically there's like a 50-50 chance the Spurs blow them out if it's 10.5 point favorites, right? Who's going to play the minutes? Well, I'm telling you, it ain't going to be Victor Wembanyama. I'm telling you, it ain't going to be De'Aaron Fox, and it sure as hell ain't going to be Steph Castle either. Who's going to get the minutes? It's going to be your rookie, the guy who you think is going to be the future of your franchise, not named Victor Wembanyama, and the guy who is absolutely cooking and needs playoff experience for you to make it farther in this run. If the Spurs' one problem right now is playoff experience, and they have a game against the Portland Trailblazers in game 1 where you got extra minutes to kill, who are you giving the rock to? You're giving it to Dylan Harper. 1,000,000%. Because if this guy is on, the team is on. And they know that as well as anybody. So lock in Dylan Harper more than 8.5 points. That is one of my favorite plays of the day. And that's how we will end the video. I appreciate you guys watching this one. Let's go 4-0 on NBA Sunday.